just keep it rolling. I'll go ahead and put it on the truck. So now that we've actually got glass in here, what I was talking about before about paying attention to the fact that without the gas shock on there, oh, I got one side on, not the other, it can scoot off is more important, because now if you drop this plate, you'll be dropping your glass too. There we go. So it's on. Take our gas shock here, and I'm going to be pushing against this ball knob in the direction it wants to come off the hinges. So you want to make sure you're holding the glass. And you can go ahead and take the little lock clips that we took off the gas shock before. Get them in the hole and wrapped around. And we seat the bottom one and do the same thing. Just go ahead and put these right on as soon as the gas shock is in place. You don't want to be playing with the window and opening it and closing it without those in place, because they can pop off and bang into the glass or into your paint or something. So make sure that they go right on before you go in. Oh, I've got a window that opens. There we go. So that window is basically all set. We've got the actuator, we've got it opening and closing, it's got its rain setting in there, the gas shocks haven't really seated in yet. The one thing to note is that on the windows, once they're all ready to go, you can just treat them like OE equipment, bring down and give it a slam. But you see how that did not latch? For probably the first few weeks of use, you're going to have to push directly on each one of the latches, because that gasket hasn't taken its shape yet, and it's really bubbled out. So when I just give it a slam, it's got so much volume to compress around the whole perimeter that it's not going to seat properly. So for the first little while, you're going to be like that, and then for all the rest of the years of use, you can just slam it like it was original equipment. It was all set, and I remembered that I needed to go ahead and put these little rubber bumpers into place. This back one will probably be fine, but like I said before, this is the first time I've done it with the factory plastic in place, and I'm having a heck of a time getting this one seated in there. So I think I'm going to make a note that is, if you have, because it's kind of like a double thickness, if you have the factory plastic still in place, maybe go a size over 3/8, so you get a little bit more wiggle room. So we'll pop this one into place. Just kind of seat the back edge of the lip in there as best you can, and take a worn burnished screwdriver and push the remainder of it underneath there. It can take a little while to get it kind of in there nice and clean, so I don't think we'll video the whole process, but that's kind of the gist of it. One thing to be concerned about throughout its use cycle, before I slam the window shut, I always take a peek at the latches right here, because if somebody else were getting something out of the truck, or let's say we had a child playing around that decided to push one of those in, it would provide a direct mechanical block for the window to close, and I think that if you slammed it, you might break the glass. I don't know. I don't really want to try it on my glass. Maybe Jason will try it for us. But you just, anytime I'm going to shut the window and anybody else has been around the truck, I just take a quick look at those latches just to make sure that they are actually open and not like that. So that's a flip-up window.